Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn that is about the historical background of India as well as the historical background of Brazil. Now, this question is asked in brief, that is the first 2.1. What problems did Brazil and India face after independence? This question will be there for 3 marks. You have to write down both the paragraph, historical background of India as well as the historical background of Brazil. Now let us start. Historical background of India. India was under the British rule for almost 1.5 century, means nearly about 150 years. As India got independence in the year 15th of August 1947 by many philosophers, freedom fighters, they have sacrificed their life, they have devoted their life and fight against the British rule to got independence. Now after independence, we have to face several problems. The problems like 3 wars. Not only that 3 wars, but there are many wars took place between India and Pakistan. The first important war took place between India and Pakistan for Kashmir issue in 1947. The second war took place between India and Hyderabad. The Nizams of Hyderabad, they fight against the Indian military, and that war is called Operation Polo. It was started in the year 1948. And the third war took place between India and Portuguese. We fight against the Portuguese rule for the liberty of Goa in 1961. The fourth important war took place between India and China for the McMahon Line in the year 1962. Next important war took place between India and Pakistan again for the border issue of Kashmir in 1965. Another important war took place between India and Pakistan, that is called Kargil War in 1999. We have already studied in 9th standard. So these are total 6 war took place between India and other countries. You understand, all of you? Next important point they have given, that is famine situation. Now famine is one of the biggest problem in India. Because of this famine, nearly about 60 million people were die because of famine and drought. Due to the starvation, malaria and lack of health care during the British rule and after the British rule, the famine situation is the biggest problem of the Indian people, because as India is considered as an agricultural country, 80% of the population depend on agriculture, and because of this famine situation in the various parts of our country, many peoples die in 19th and 20th century. Bengal famine, Hyderabad famine was very famous during that time. India is considered as a developing country in the world. As the developing country in the world, India ranks 4th. The first one is Myanmar, and the GDP of Myanmar is 8.6%. GDP means gross domestic production. The second one is Ivory Coast. The GDP of Ivory Coast is 8.5%. The Bhutan GDP is 8.4%. And the fourth rank India, GDP is 7.5% only. As India is in one of the developing country in the world, the GDP has been rising continuously in 2016 to 19. Now India was also considered to be a global market. Now India is one of the biggest market for the European countries. For what purpose? For export and import purpose. India export the various goods to the European countries. That also I am going to explain you. India export tea, mangoes, coffee, spices, leather and leather goods, iron ore, cotton and silk textile. And India also import petroleum products, machineries, pearls, precious stones, gold, as well as silver, paper and medicine. India having a major trading partners, that are UK, USA, Germany, Japan, China, Russia and Brazil. So these are the most important global market of India. Next important point they have given, that India is considered as one of the most important country for various economic reforms. Economic reforms means what? Economic planning. That economic planning we have done for the economic development of the nation. Economic reforms took place in the year 1991. That time the Prime Minister was P.V. Narasimha Rao and the Finance Minister was, you can say, the Manmohan Singh. That time we have started economic reforms, means liberalization, privatization and globalization, and because of that we have earned a huge profit and increase our national income and per capita income. Next important point, students, the proportion of youth in India's population is also very high. As you know that the population is divided into 3 age groups. The first group is educated group, second one is working group or working population, and the third one is, you can say, the retired or old age group. The first educated group population is only 27% of India. The working population, or you can say the independent population of India, is very high. It is about 67%. 60 crore of the people are the youth in India, and the retired or the old age group above 60 years, that is only 6%. This is the schedule I have given for 2018 and 19. So India's proportion of youth is very high, that is nearly about 67%. Because of this, a major part of the working population is high in India. India is looked upon as a young country in the world because of more working and independent population, that is 67%. So we have studied about historical background of India. Now we are going to learn the historical background of Brazil. Now Brazil was under the Portuguese rule for nearly about 3 centuries, that means 300 years. Brazil got its independence on 7th of September 1822, and the first president of Brazil, or you can say the first empire, was known as Dom Prido. After independence, they have given from 1930 to 1985, more than a half century, Brazil was under the military rule. Because of instability, inequality, the military rule or the power of military troops was ruling over Brazil for acquiring the military strength and ruling over them. Now Brazil also faced many global financial difficulties in the late of 20th century because of instability, inequality and illiteracy. Brazil contribution to economic growth of the world, and Brazil is an important market in the future. Economic growth means what? Increase in the national income, per capita income and the standard of living. Now, next important thing, the Brazil export coffee, cotton, sugar, tobacco, oranges and bananas to the foreign countries. Brazil imports machineries, chemical products, fertilizers, wheat, heavy vehicles, mineral oil and lubricants. The Brazil trading partners are Germany, USA, Canada, Italy, Argentina, Saudi Arabia and India. And therefore Brazil export and import, due to this Brazil have lot of important market in the future. So that we have studied about the historical background of Brazil. So today we have finished this entire chapter. In the next lecture we are going to learn all the question answers. Okay students, thank you.